Here are the things that I'm going to be using from the craft lot that Carol sent me. There's a lot more than this that can be used, but these are the pieces that I'll probably use first. So I'm going to go ahead and start processing them, and I thought I would just bring you along and show you how I process craft items. First, these were in the craft lot, but really they just need a bath, and I'll offer them up as a set, I think, once they get clean. They're in nice shape. There's no verdigris or anything. It's this sort of 80s style wavy plastic bracelet, and then these geometric earrings, which also have a big 80s vibe to them. It's not really showing up very well, but there's just a little bit of surface dirt on the outside of those. So after a bath, those will be ready to offer up. This just needed, I believe, a simple repair. Yes, this one just needed a clasp, I believe. It has the clasp on one end, and on the other end, let's see, yes, it just needs that little loop to be closed, and maybe a jump ring or an extender added to it. But these would be going, they need to be cleaned, but I'm not going to put them in the ultrasonic cleaner because these are all faux pearls, and plastic faux pearls, often when they go in the ultrasonic cleaner, it will make the paint peel off of them. So I'm just going to clean these in a simple solution of just dish detergent and water. And then this, I'm not really sure exactly what all I'm going to do to this to clean it. It is leather, but it's bonded leather, and the two layers have separated. So they will need to be reattached, and of course this can't go in the ultrasonic cleaner. And I believe it is a keyring with the sort of Native American style seed bead on it. And I'm going to have to check out how to clean those, and so we'll see what happens. I'm not sure, actually, the more I look at it, I'm not sure if it's bonded leather, if both layers are leather or not. I'm going to do some more research on this and see exactly what it is, but after it's cleaned and these layers are stuck back together, then I will offer this one up, I suppose, as a key ring. Then next, this just needs a little cleaning, a little wipe down. These beads, these faceted glass beads, sort of this eggplant aubergine color, these could go in the ultrasonic cleaner, but these wooden ones cannot. So I'll just give the whole thing a wipe down. And then there are these earrings here. These are wooden, and again, that cannot go in to the ultrasonic cleaner. These are really pretty with the little hand-painted lime-colored flowers. And there's a little imperfection here, which means these may be artisan or maybe someone's homemade project. So I'll offer those up after I clean them. Again, just a little wipe down because those are made of wood. There were these, they're not sterling, and that one has a little plastic bead stuck inside, but they're just these glass, sort of Pandora style beads. And there were a lot of them that apparently came from the same bracelet or necklace, and those absolutely can go into the ultrasonic cleaner. Let's see, oh, there's a few more right there. I think this is all of them, but those are really pretty. They have a very vibrant blue to them, and I'll offer those up all together. Or if I have a little silver tone chain bracelet, I might string them on there and then offer that up as a bracelet. But those can absolutely go in the ultrasonic cleaner, as can this. It's I don't really know what to call this design, but it's a silver tone little bead with this I was going to say carving, but it's not carving, it was cast probably. But it's really pretty, and I will clean that up and maybe make that into a pendant because it's a single earring. I'm going to take these beads apart, and then when I find something that will work well with them, I'll probably make it into a bracelet. I have 3 of these sort of thread wrapped beads with the gold tone end caps, and it's an earring, but it does not have a match. So just taking those beads apart and waiting for some more beads to put with it. That can make an interesting bracelet, I think, eventually. And of course the thread can't go into the ultrasonic cleaner. This is acrylic with glitter in it, this little circle pattern. This one is probably going to end up either being a pendant or maybe a purse charm. Let me know what you think for it. It's this sort of shades of red and orange and pink, a little bit of golden and yellow. And it's acrylic, and it's an earring without a mate. So I don't know, this will be probably either a pendant or a purse charm. Let me know what you think about that. It can go in the ultrasonic cleaner, so it will. Here's another one that can. This leaf earring, and doesn't have a mark, but it's really well made. This one's going to be a pendant because it'll be a really easy thing to do, to bend this ear hook around into a bail and then hang that onto a necklace. Just this gold tone leaf with the veining in it. It's very pretty, but no one gets the credit for that because it has no mark on it whatsoever. But that can go into the cleaner. This I really love. It's just these glass beads. It looks like milk glass almost. It doesn't have that translucency that that milk glass has. There's a little bit of AB coating on some of these faceted beads, and it's all glass and then gold tone. All this needs is a new clasp, and I will give it that after it comes out of the bath. This, I should have shown how I fixed it, but this was separated. Let's see, this end of the bracelet was separated from the little end cap right there, and I've already fixed it. And because of that, I fixed it with jewelry glue, but I don't want to put that into the ultrasonic cleaner. And I would recommend, if you have any jewelry that you know is either assembled with or repaired with jewelry glue, I wouldn't put those into an ultrasonic cleaner. I would just clean those by hand with a solution of water and dish detergent and an old toothbrush, and that will keep it nice and sparkly and clean. But otherwise, this could go into, and this is just gold tone, but otherwise it could go into the ultrasonic cleaner. This I'm going to test for sterling, but I want to clean it up first. And if, well, no matter what it is, I'll probably make it into a pendant or a little charm for a purse charm, a little addition to a purse charm. It's not marked, but it looks like it could be sterling. So I'm going to give that a bath with everybody else, and then I will test it and see what that is. This actually is some chain that I already had. I just put it in the dish, and this is the rose dish that all the shorts were about. But I put it in the dish along with this actually, so I would remember that I want to take off this really generic looking extender and put this little mini paper clip chain on there as the extender. I think that'll give it a little more personality, and so that's why that's in here. This is already clean, and I already had it, and I just put it in the pan so that I would remember to keep those together. Next, this little heart infinity with the red rhinestones. All it needs is for these two ends to be reconnected, and I can definitely do that. Because of the fabric cord here, though, that doesn't need to go into the ultrasonic cleaner. So I will make that repair with my pliers, and then just give that a wipe down. This is pretty, these little cascading hearts, little puffy hearts. And when it's this way, of course, you can't see it like that in this shot, but the cascading hearts kind of spiral around down to the bottom. This is going to be a necklace. I've already decided that. It's a very vibrant gold tone. I believe gold tone. It's not marked, but I don't know. I just have a feeling it could be gold. We'll see. I'll do a test on that, and we'll see what that is. There's another little gold piece in here somewhere. Here it is, that I think may be gold. It's also not marked, but it's very delicate. Just a little cascading chains with tiny, tiny little beads at the end, and it's an earring. The back, the post, the earring itself, I've looked everywhere and don't see any mark on it, but I'm still going to clean this, and then I'll do a test on that as well. I'll do a short maybe showing the tests of these, or maybe not a short, but I'll do some kind of video showing the test. This should have gone in the cleaner, but I just forgot to put it in there. This little pineapple is going to be, you may remember that from the unboxing. Of course, all of these you may remember from the unboxing. This can go into the cleaner, and again, like the other one, this post is easy to bend around and turn into a veil, and this is going to be a little pendant. This, I don't think I mentioned, this is the craft lock that I got from Carol at RV Butterfly. Her channel is called at Reselling and Thrifting, and I'll link that in the description. This is a little flower, I'm not sure, an apple blossom maybe, or a poppy, but it's gold tone, and it's just a little pendant. It's in perfect condition, just needs a bath. So I'll take care of that and offer that up like it is, or either put it on a chain. This will probably be a purse charm element, maybe, or maybe a pendant, because again, the post is easy to bend around and have this whole thing as a pendant. Or I may just take it off and let these two elements together be an element of a purse charm. It has all the little rhinestones on there, and it's just a sort of a matte silver tone with open back settings right there on the little rhinestones. And that's in great condition. It's just a single earring. And again, another one. This is Howlite, I think, and I believe this is coral with silver tone findings and silver tone hook. This will be a pendant, or either I'll just rescue the beads off here and use those in something else entirely. All of those pearls, there were 3 of these, there it is. 3 of these strands of beautiful pearls. The manufacturer of my ultrasonic cleaner recommends not putting pearls in there, and I've read in other places too to not do that with pearls. I've done it before with success, but I'm not going to try it here. I may test these clasps and chains and crimps. That's what this little circular thing here is called, a crimp. I'll test those and see if those are precious metal. I don't think they are, but I'm going to have my materials out to test anyway. That is my weather alarm going off, so I'll be right back. Okay, I had to go take care of that alarm. It's a severe thunderstorm warning, but my area is not being impacted right now, so I'm going to continue where we left off. Next, these green beads. I have not tested them yet. Possibly jade. I have some other jade beads like this. In the unboxing video, I described this 3-hole bead. I have another one like that I've already rescued from, or salvaged from something else a long time ago that I'm waiting to use. And a similar bead like this, they seem to always be used together. And I think it's for adjusting, maybe. I'm not really sure. And I haven't been able to find any information about beads like that. So I'm assuming it's for adjusting, like bolo style. Because the other one was on a necklace, and it looked like it was intended to be used that way on the necklace. But anyway, I think these, because the other ones were jade, so I believe this probably also is jade. But I'll gem test that, and I will put that on the testing video. And of course, you may remember this one. It's a hoop earring. I'm going to try to remove that post, file down the sharp edge it will make, and then make that into a little adjustable fun ring. We'll see how that goes. Take this back off because I won't be keeping that. This is marcasite and gunmetal. I believe gunmetal. I don't think that's sterling. It's just gunmetal with marcasite, and it's a very pretty little flower. All of the stones are there, so that'll be a pretty little pendant or something, I think. This just looks like liquid silver. This little cushion is, let's see, I can't get that off. But we'll see what this will end up being. I'm not really sure what I can do with this one. I may just be taking that off the bottom. I don't really know. And I'm going to have to look really close. This could be a mark inside that little oval there. But that is going to go into the cleaner. This will go into the cleaner. Again, this one's going to be another ring. It's this just swirled. It reminds me of sherbet, I guess, or I don't know, like a banana split maybe. But I'll take the post out of this, file it down to make it smooth right there, and you know, that can be a little fun ring also. I'll have to see what size that is. But that can go into the cleaner. This, I think, it's either silver tone or it's silver plated. It is not sterling because it's got some wear on the inside right here. It's a little adjustable bow. So that's going into the cleaner. These pretty crystal beads. And in case you're wondering how I tell crystal from glass, it's not 100% for me, but what my first go-to test is to pick it up. And I just say become a pickup artist if you're interested in glass stuff and or crystal. And what I mean by that is if something is crystal, it's going to look heavier than it's going to feel heavier than it looks like it should feel. So if you're thrifting or you're at an estate sale or yard sale and you're wondering, hey, is that little glass pitcher actually crystal? Pick it up. And if it feels heavier than it looks, then it's likely crystal. So that's usually my first little go-to test. These are some sort of agate, I believe. Just little earrings. I'll take off that hook and get a pair of matching hooks to put on those, and that can go into the cleaner. This has a genuine pearl on it, and these little tiny rhinestones. It's just this pretty little earring. The lever back, but I'm going to take the earring off of the back, and that's going to be a pendant. So I'm going to wipe that down because of the pearl on it. I don't want to put that pearl into the cleaner. And now we are left with the last piece, which is this, at one time was probably a necklace, I think. It's got this big heart with some stones that are not really all the way dead. I think I called them dead stones in the unboxing, but they are on their way. And a dead stone is one that just doesn't look as sparkly. If you notice, these over here sparkle a little more than these. I think these are on their way to being dead stones. And what that means is whatever makes it reflect or reflective, if it has like silver backing or anything like that, just whatever makes the rhinestone reflect, just doesn't make it do that anymore. That's when it's a dead stone. So if these look completely gray or just dull and not reflective, that's when they would be dead. And I think that's why these are on their way to being dead stones over here. So I might send this to my friend who makes sun catchers. She might be able to use that along with the other little hearts that are on this piece. I think in its prior life it was a big necklace. I really think that's what it was. Here's a little piece that came from it, and that can go into the ultrasonic cleaner. I'm going to unstring all of this and put all of these beads into the jacuzzi with everybody else. And I'm having a hard time clipping that. There we go. These really tiny ones, of course, will just fall right through. So I'm going to put those in a separate container. These little tiny ones. But these larger ones, they'll be able to go into the cleaner and come out without falling through. If they do fall through, it's no great tragedy because it's just, you know, all I would do is just have to fish them out. All of these tiny ones are just going to go right there. These bigger ones will go into the basket with everything else. And I'm going to save these rhinestone things aside so they're not taking up room in the cleaner, because there's a fill line. You don't want to go past that. And everything needs to be submerged under the solution. Okay, hopefully this isn't too irritating and noisy. This necklace is going to provide lots of material for lots of things. I had mentioned in the unboxing that I was going to try to keep these little formations intact and make earrings, but this isn't one little formation. It's just a circle with 2 teardrops on each side. So these circles are definitely going to be something, and I may still use them together with the teardrops, but I haven't really decided exactly what I'm going to make with all of these beautiful, beautiful crystal beads. There is quite a big stash of these. There's a whole lot more, as I mentioned at the beginning of the video, a whole lot more pieces from this generous lot that Carol sent to me. So these are just the ones that I'm going to be using first. And as I use other pieces or get ready to process other pieces, I might do videos of those as well. I have lots of craft lots that I ordered, and some came as friend mail, and I want to give proper credit to everyone in a timely manner. So I'm not going to completely process everything. I'm just going to wait until closer to time that I would use it, just so that I can get to all of these craft lots that I have just sooner, so they won't be waiting around. So I want to give credit to, whether it was a friend mail or whether it was something I ordered, I want to give credit to those friends as soon as I can and show the great things that they sent me. So as we go right along, hopefully this won't take a terribly long time. I might have to edit out some of this unstringing. I don't know, I might leave it in and then let everybody tell me whether they thought it would be better to leave it out or not. In case you can hear that, that's our garage door downstairs. My husband is working on our cars. I went to meet a friend today for breakfast, and you'll hear that story soon. But while I was gone, both of our sons' vehicles quit working, as well as the ATV, or not ATV, the UTV that my husband uses to do yard work and stuff. That had a problem with its fuel pump, and then our other truck got some brake issues, and all of that came crashing down while I was gone meeting my friend. So that's why you heard the garage door just now, if you could hear it, because my husband is downstairs fast and furious repairing cars. He was not planning to spend his Saturday that way, but that's how his Saturday turned out. So it looks like I'm close to wrapping this up. These smaller beads, I'm going to figure out a way to clean those that won't involve the ultrasonic cleaner, just because I can fish them out of the bottom if they fall through the bottom of the basket here, but I just would really rather not have to fish them out, because everything will be slippery and wet, and these are clear. I don't know, I would just rather not. So I'll find a different way to clean those. All right, so here is, one more. So here is everything that's going into the cleaner. Here is everything that, or here's all the crystal beads that are not. And here are all the craft items that can't go into the ultrasonic cleaner that I'm going to just wipe those down. And I don't know, I might make a thumbnail or something with all these hearts. But there we go. Thank you again, Carol, for these pieces that you sent me. Here is the cleaner. My solution already in there. And there we go. So I'm going to plug it in and set the time. And you won't really be able to tell a whole lot of difference when I pull them out. Let's hit start and I'll be right back. So here we are. It just finished. We're going to get everybody out. My sink is just right here, so I'm going to take this out and give them a rinse. And now I'll just need to wipe them down and dry them off. Look at these beautiful pieces of crystal. But here is everything. And hopefully I'll have videos coming up soon where you'll see what I've actually made with some of these. And then these, I will put a price on the screen. I wiped these down while the other pieces were cleaning. These got their wipe down, and there will be a price on the screen for these in case you're interested. These little hand-painted hoops, they're about maybe 2 1/4 to 2.5 inches around. They're wooden and hand-painted. And I was able to repair this little heart infinity with the red crystals or red stones, red rhinestones, and it has a bolo adjuster. I'm not sure what size it is. I didn't bring my mandrel over here, but all the way out it fits me like this, and I'm a 7. And that's how that would look on. It's really pretty. And I'll put a price on the screen for this for anybody who's interested. And these also can qualify, or do qualify. Everything I sell qualifies for the monthly shipping. So if you've already paid shipping, of course you wouldn't pay shipping on these. The wooden beads and these aubergine colored faceted glass or crystal beads. Again, I'm a 7. This is how that fits me. It fits me exactly, like there's no stretch. It fits me just exactly. And a price on the screen for that. This I am going to change, but you can let me know if you're interested in this, and I'll send it to you after the change has been made. If you have your monthly shipping, it'll just go in that, but if you want it ASAP, it'll come right out to you. But it'll have this paper clip chain. I'll remove this pretty just standard, plain, boring extender chain and replace it with this paper clip chain. But that's what will happen with this, and this is just gold tone, and I'll have a price on the screen for that. And let's see, these all need things done to them. And I was able to repair this. I just needed the end reconnected on the clasp, and I was able to take care of that while the other pieces were in the ultrasonic cleaner. And this is just different earth tones, browns, golds, creams, and it's 3 strands of plastic faux pearls. Where's the end of that thing again? There it is. And it doesn't have a mark on it, so no one gets credit for that. It's 1 single strand, and then 2 more strands that are, well, no, wait a minute, not 2 strands, 4 strands that are twisted together like a rope style, like intentionally twisted together, and then 1 single right here that's separate, and they're all the same length. They're not different lengths. And that's about, I think maybe about a 10-inch drop. If you want a specific measurement, let me know and I'll give you that, or I might put the measurement on the screen. But here's the price on the screen for this necklace. And then again, I'm going to clean these. I'll do some metal testing on some of them. I'll do gem testing on some of them. Some of them like this just need a repair. Oh, wait a minute. I forgot about these. I'll put a price on the screen for these as well. I'm going to sell this as a set. These plastic, probably 80s. These are probably vintage 80s. Earrings and this wavy bracelet. Where'd the other earring go? There it is. And I'll put new silicone backs on those. And there'll be a price on the screen for this set. These 2 pierced earrings and the bracelet. Again, I am a size 7. This is how the bracelet fits me. And then the earrings are about, they're pretty long. They're about 3 inches, maybe just a touch more than 3 inches. But there we go. And this, again, will be a set. The price on the screen is a set. And remember, shipping will be added to the price. And unless you have already paid for shipping for June and you've requested monthly shipping, then this can just be added to your package. But that is everything, and I thank you so much for spending some of your day with me. And if you enjoyed the content, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, share it with someone else who you think might also enjoy it, and leave me a comment. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.